topic is GST, goods and service tax. Yeah, GST is a indirect tax and is lived on this supplies of goods and services. Type of the GSTs. What are the GSTs there? And central goods and service tax, CGST, state goods and service tax, GST, and integrated goods and service tax, IGSTs, Union Territory Goods and Service Tax, UTGSTs. And CGST is the central government, the SGST the state government, the IGST the central government and the state government both are collected, and the UTGST is Union Territory Government. Interstate transactions with the state and the purchases input CGST, input IGST at the time of sales, and output CGST, output SGST, and input means the purchase paid to others, that is for the current liabilities, and output means the sales. This collected from these others. The current, this is the current liabilities under coming. The integrated transactions between interstate. The purchase when I purchase the materials, input IGST, and when we sell the product, the output IGST, it will be coming. Next is the general entries. Interstate purchases. The purchase account debit and input CGST, input SGSTs will calculate 99%. The 18,000 will be calculated here. To creditor accounts, the 1 lakh 18,000. And interstate purchases, like a purchase account debit 1 lakh rupees, and input IGST 9% we calculated, 18% we calculated. The 18,000 it will be coming. To creditors is the 1 lakh 18,000. The interstate sales, debtors account is the 1 lakh 18,000. To sales account 1 lakh rupees. To output CGSTs will calculated 9,000, and the output SGST is the will calculated as per 9%. We calculated 9,000 rupees. The interstate sales, the debtors account is the 1 lakh 18,000. To sales account is the 1 lakh rupees, and to output IGST is 18,000 rupees. The configuration steps. The configuration is the define tax access sequence OBQ2, and define condition type OBQ1, create account keys OBCN, and define tax procedures. We follow the transaction code OBQ3. Assign tax procedure to country OBBG. Create tax codes in country FTXP, and assign GL2 account keys OB40. Here define tax sequences. We go to the OBQ2, will put the CTAX sequence. Then a second step is the define conditions type OBQ1, the transaction code, the condition type like this, and the CICT. the input CGST, like this is the conditions type. This is the condition type. This is the input CGST. As per we follow same like this. Then CIST the conditions type, and input SGST, and the CIIT means the input IGST. The same we followed sales time also. COCT the output CGST, and the COST the output SGST, and COIT the output IGST. Then we go for this next step, and create account keys. Transaction code OBCN. This is the account key. CIC the input CGST, CIS input SGST, CII input IGST. Like same we followed in the sales time also. The COC the output CGST, COS is the output SGST, and COI the input output IGST. Define tax procedures. Transaction code is a OBQ3, and for example the CTAXIN. Then assign tax procedure to country OBBG. What we create this tax procedure now we want to assign here, and create tax code in country, the FTXP, and C1 we follow the C1 the input IGST. As per norms we collected GST is 9% CGST, and GST also, and C2 the input GST is the 9% IGST. M1 is the output GST is 9% we calculated as CGST and SGST, and output GST means the 18% we calculated here. Then assign GL to account keys. What are the account GL account we created? Same assign to account keys. What we created account keys, same we assign here. So this is my class here. I'll briefly explain day after tomorrow. Yeah, we'll take the server and showing how to do the computations, all of those things.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So after creating these tax codes, we'll go to the FD60 or FD70. Whenever we do any invoices, at that time we will activate that. The automatically the invoice, whenever that depends upon the payment, the percentage will be in a be reflected. Okay. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I think someone is going to give a presentation, right? I think Dasharat Garu. Am I correct? On Monday, the GST.
Yes, yes, Gopi. I'm going to give the presentation on S4HANA changes on Monday.
Okay, okay. Okay, guys. Any queries regarding for GST? Just a small topic, GST is it, but configuration is some critically. Whenever we did any mistakes, it will be interlinked. So we need to configure carefully at that time. There is only a 7 steps in configuration. So every step is interlinked. The next step. Yeah. Okay, guys. Any queries? Any questionnaires? Anyone want to add any more? Okay, guys. This is the session today. We'll wind up the session. See you on Monday. Yeah.
Okay, bye. Good night.